very exciting time for ICC Sydney. The hotel's about to start popping up and you're well and truly through construction.
Absolutely exciting time. We've finished what's virtually the first year of our 3-year pre-opening program. A lot of design development happened in that, a lot of building the branding platform and the awareness, letting the markets know internationally and nationally that it's a brand new facility with a brand new operator and a brand new name, of course, the International Convention Centre Sydney.
And already attracting a lot of attention with, we were talking about before, 19 big events, global events already coming in alongside potentially a lot more local and international. So that must be quite exciting to have a few big events on the books already.
Oh, absolutely. At this stage, still 2 years out, 2 years plus from opening, and that was the very first target because of the lead time with international events. So right from our appointment at the beginning of last year, we worked very closely with Business Events Sydney to target those international events, which can be booked 5 and 8 years in advance. And while there's 19 that have been confirmed and announced, there's several hundred more in the pipeline, both internationally and nationally.
And some of your construction milestones, obviously the hotel's the next one to go up. Tell us a bit about that and how everything's coming together at the moment.
Well, the whole, our consortium's bid was based on a whole precinct redesign. I mean, all the exciting features of the convention centre with expanded exhibition capacity in the 8,000 seat theatre, but also a 600-room 5-star hotel at the northern end to be operated by Sofitel, which will open very shortly after we open in 2017, and of course the whole southern precinct, which is a redevelopment including lots of condominiums, student accommodation, retail, and F&B and catering outlets, all built around an exciting square. So the whole thing links the CBD to the south and to the west, and also back into the east, back into the CBD. It really opens up this part of Darling Harbour.
I want to say before, the word integrated is a real key with this development. There's not too many in Australia or around the world, for that fact, that have actually got everything in one place. It's probably almost like one of the other places, LA Live really, isn't it, in terms of what's there all together. LA
Live and the O2 in London, which are two both huge success stories, both owned and operated by our partners AEG. So the two keywords in that are integrated and precinct. You know, the days of building these things out of town and isolated and long trips are sort of long gone. The market now really reacts to being in a place where they can connect with and communicate with the community, where they're interacting with locals as well, not just in isolated environments. And the integration of facilities to have everything here under cover, under one roof, and all linked by covered and air-conditioned walkways is a huge benefit and something that's getting enormous resonance in the marketplace, we're finding. And the exhibition building looks a bit smaller than the last one, but it's certainly not small by any means, is it? No, it's about 50% more usable space, which allows a lot of opportunity to grow for the exhibition industry to grow their events. And we're well advanced in discussions with all of the major operators in that area and in that segment. And like just about every major facility in Asia, they've had to be stacked, which of course involves columns in the bottom, but that doesn't present any problem. We've worked through that and they're very well spaced, and it's a very, very flexible, very usable exhibition facility. And obviously, while you're not open until the end of next year, good support from the industry, and a lot of companies have also supported you, I guess, with Glebe Island and whatnot as well, haven't they? It was a real benefit, even though we came into the management of Glebe Island later. We weren't there in the original bidding. It's presented two great opportunities for us to keep that relationship going with particularly the exhibition organisers, but also to take a number of staff from the existing venue and place them there, and a great number of those will come across back to us when the Glebe closes down, when the facility, when ICC opens at the end of December 16. And obviously the credit union arena, Qantas Credit Union Arena, staying open all through this year, that's obviously been a bit of a benefit to keeping a lot of major events in the city as well, hasn't it? Well, when the construction program, including the demolition of those facilities to the south, was looked at, the opportunity to keep it open for 2 years and for us to take over the operation of it. So it just leaves a gap of just 12 months for those major downtown concerts, which is one of the major uses that the theatre's going to get, as well as plenary sessions for large conventions and things like product launches and university graduations, those sort of things. We see that 8,000 seat theatre having very, very intensive use.
Now, in the convention centre space that's going in alongside the theatre, you can have three major conventions going on at the same time, can't you?
Look, the ability to do the top end ones, the large ones, or in our case up to 8,000 seats, is great. Incredible profile for those major events. But what really is useful in driving a business case for these facilities is the ability to do separated, quarantined, concurrent events. And we've got the ability to do three of those concurrently, 2,500 seats, 1,000 seats and 750 seats, with all of the facilities that those conventions need, breakout rooms, poster displays, catering, all of those facilities separate from each other. So that's a real benefit of the new design.
And what's probably the best part of feedback you've had since all the plans, everything came out? Who's been the most excited, and what element of the new facility are people most excited about, do you think?
Oh, look, I think just the fact that Sydney will be able to relaunch itself as Australia's global city, Australia's major destination. A little bit of pain that had to be gone through for 3 years. It was a very brave decision by the New South Wales government to shut the whole facility down and build something new, which is there for a very, very long time. So I think that, plus the fact that not just the facility and all of that offers, but the way it's been integrated into a totally redesigned precinct as well. I think that's what's exciting the market. That integration, that precinct, all wrapped up in one of the most beautiful, beside one of the most beautiful harbours in the world, and just a few minutes walk from the exciting, dynamic CBD of Sydney. So it's a real opportunity to relaunch Sydney as not just Australia's but Asia Pacific's premier business events destination.